Hi everyone, this is Angel Arts and welcome back to another episode of Let's React to Heartstopper Season 1. We are now in episode 6 titled Girls. Wondering what this one's about. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Best LGBT movies. Oh, he's trying to find some movies that he could watch with his mom about that it's LGBT based. So maybe she might start getting the hint.
I've got it.
Orlando Bloom or...
That sounds good.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
It's because you loved Keira Knightley.
Mum.
Wow,
Yeah.
She's a very pretty girl.
Please
It was
stop
very...
talking.
Right, Kiara. It's Orlando. Bisexual. Oh. Maybe Nick's bisexual. Maybe. Which is awesome for him to realize that. Girls do what they want to do. Boys do what they want to. Okay. Oh, she's posting in her social media. Ah, look at that. You don't look like a lesbian. Comment deleted.
Oh, I can text my friends if I want to.
Texting Tal again. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
What are you implying? I think I have a crush on Tal. Oh my god, I knew it.
She said it.
Shut up. It's not like I can say anything to him. He's my
Why
best
not?
friend, and he
Well-
definitely doesn't like me back. You don't know that. Talk about something else.
Okay.
Boring.
Yeah, boring. I'm glad that Tao fights back, though. He doesn't take that without a fight. He still doesn't like Nick. It's not like Nick did anything to... Nick never did anything to you. He likes rugby. Oh man, you're too pretty to be... You're lesbian? What a wait... Oh my gosh! Seriously? Rude? She's a clarinet player like me!
Oh, see coming.
One day I'll get you.
I knew I liked Tara.
This is the room. The room?
Oh,
A special room. Got locked in and had our first kiss.
I figured. It's so brave of them, though, to be out like that and having to...
Never would have guessed that you were gay, but it's so cool and brave of you.
Thank you! One of these days, it's not going to be a brave thing anymore. It won't be a big deal. I had to play that, too. I was such a band geek in high school and college and middle school.
And he should just combine into one giant school.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Same-sex schools are a pointless idea generally.
I'm saying that as an absolute lesbian.
She's so gross.
Lesbians are so disgusting.
What is their problem?
I have no idea.
Always pays to be prepared with anti-homophobia shit.
Darcy's so funny.
How did you realise you were gay?
Well...
Oh, God. It's always been boys.
I need to pause right there, because... So, you know how there's this debate about queerness and nature versus nurture? And, I think that... I'm one of the people that believes that you were born that way. You were born gay, and... But there's an element of nurture, so basically nature, you're born gay, so that's nature. But I think with nurture... determines like how quickly you're able to entertain the possibility that you're queer, the possibility of whatever sexuality you is, because I think that depending on what sort of environment, like the way that you're raised or the way that the people that you are surrounded by, whether it's family, whether it's friends, co-workers, kind of dictates how the way that others feel about queerness can affect how easy it is for you to really look deep and down inside of yourself and discover what your sexuality actually is. And I will say that looking back on my life when I've had my earliest memories, because many people think that, oh, well, you discover that you're gay around puberty when you start, being sexually attracted to whatever gender or whatever type of people. But I feel like it went even... There were signs of my sexuality even prior to me being attracted to people, like as young as even, 4 or 5 years old. So back when I was that young, 4 or 5 years old, I, like many children, loved doing silly things like taking a pen and drawing faces on people's toes. That was a thing that I liked to do. I'd like putting smiley faces on my relatives' toes. Not only my parents lived with us, but we also had a few of my aunts and uncles living with us as well. It was sort of like a full house situation. And it didn't really dawn on me at the time, but for whatever reason, I always wanted to draw the happy faces on my uncle's toes. Never my aunt's. It was always the males of my household. And obviously there wasn't anything sexual about that, because A, I was 4 years old, and B, they're my uncles, Never my dad, because my dad was just a very, like, no-nonsense kind of parent. He was not, like, I knew that was, like, not something that my dad would be into, like, having his, like, toes, like, put pen on. My dad was just, no. But my uncles were very, like, fun and, like, very, like, casual and not super strict like my dad could be. So it was always the uncles that I wanted to draw the happy faces on, and never my aunts. And so that's really interesting. I thought that was very interesting. And then even when I was in kindergarten and first grade, at that age, I always seemed to want to spend time with certain boys in kindergarten, first grade. Boys that, for that age, nobody get all weirded out or crazy, but for that age was good-looking boys, and we never necessarily had anything in common, like all that much in common. Like, they wanted to play sports and other things that I really wasn't interested in, but for whatever reason, I always wanted to, like, hang out with them, or I always wanted to be with them, or I wanted to be best friends with them, even though it made no logical sense in terms of common interests, if you know what I'm talking about. So that was another thing that on hindsight I realized, was that I had this attachment to, quote unquote, the cute boys, quote unquote, even back at that age. And again, it wasn't necessarily anything sexual. I don't think I was actually attracted to them, but I definitely was very attached. Like, I was definitely drawn to them magnetically. That had nothing to do with sexuality. So, so I feel like those are some early signs. And obviously, at that age, I didn't know what being gay was, and I had a very, very small idea of what attraction really is, so it didn't really, like, cross my mind until I finally started having those feelings of attraction through puberty. And then I was looking back on my life, just trying to making sense of everything, and how did I end up here. And that was one of the things that I thought was ended up there. So hopefully that was something interesting for you.
The same when you were little.
Because he was somehow attracted to girls, so maybe he didn't think about it deeply.
I didn't just wake up one day like, oh look, guess I'm gay now.
Yeah, that didn't happen to me either.
It's a good suggestion.
Such a tease. Oh, yeah. It's still really hard for him. I'm just so happy that Charlie's so patient and understanding.
Can I come? What? Why?
Yeah.
Because you're performing. Yeah.
Oh, tell her. She's a lesbian. She'll understand.
Actually, we're sort of going out.
Yes!
Are you?
I mean,
Thank you.
we haven't made it official or anything, but yeah.
I'm glad.
Please don't tell anyone, though.
She
No,
understands.
of course. We were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend forever.
Oh, they're so cute!
Yep, so did I.
Yeah, because that's what you thought you're supposed to.
We're here all day if you want to meet us for lunch.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
please! I love that all these people are being friends. I like having them be friends now. Oh,
Oh my god, we found another one!
we found another one.
Tara didn't know she was a lesbian until we kissed like 6 times.
You might want to kiss Charlie even more just to make sure.
You know what we need to do? Double date! Us and Charlie. Tomorrow night, before the concert, milkshakes.
I love this. I approve of this so
You
much.
have to come out to anyone before you're ready.
Thank you, Tara.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Being out is hard.
Yeah.
Are you, like, definitely gay? Wondered if you felt the same.
It's an honest question.
Kissing you is actually one of the things that made me realise I don't like kissing guys.
Well, there you go.
Happy to help.
I love how they are sort of supporting each other.
You're kind of the first people I've told about Charlie.
He's so brave.
And does it feel good to have told someone?
Yeah. Really does.
It really does. Especially when it turns out like that. It really does. Like, if anyone ever comes out to you, that can seriously make or break a person. I'm so glad that I came out to the person that I first came out with to the first time. He was my very best friend. Since we were 10 years old, I came out to him when I was 18. So 8 years I had known him, which at the time, at 18, that's basically almost half your life of knowing somebody. And he was the thing is, he was also my first crush ever as well. And so he was so incredibly supportive. Like, and we went to the exact same Catholic school that I talked about, and he was so incredibly supportive. And in that one conversation, which was probably like a 2-hour long conversation, I think I had not planned to tell him, and at least not that at that night, I didn't have any plans to admit to him that I had a crush on him or that he was my first crush. But somehow I ended up saying it, and he was so flattered. Like, he definitely is straight, but he was so flattered and so proud that of everyone that I knew, he was my first crush. He was so proud. And when I think about it, I would be proud too, actually. I'd be very flattered. But if I had told somebody that did not react in a positive way, I would have probably stayed in the closet for many years, like, after that. And I just, coming out to people, especially back in the day, is a big deal. And even now, it can be a big deal depending on where you live, obviously depending on who you tell. I'd like to think that for the most part, if people come out here where I live, it's really not a big deal at all. But just, I'm just trying to say, if anyone comes out to you, like, that is a huge responsibility. One that you need to understand that you pretty much hold in your hands a huge chunk of their fate, like, because it's very influential how you respond to them, especially if you're one of the very first people that they come out to. It can literally make or break someone. So do not drop the ball on that. Even though you didn't ask necessarily to be one of the first people to be come out to. In my opinion, it is your responsibility as a human being to make sure that you do not break them. Even if you don't agree with queerness, although I can't imagine why you would be watching this TV series up to this point if you didn't, but if you didn't, you need to be able to still, at minimum, do no harm. At minimum, do no harm. If that makes sense.
Nick's coming round.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't realise you were in a committed relationship.
What?
She knows.
We're not.
We're not.
He's not.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so not ready to tie the knot yet then.
She ships them too. Oh, look at him run. She knows. What, Tori? I think Tori is her name. I think. His sister. Look at him, looking at him lovingly.
What?
I just like looking
You're
at you.
staring.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Do your homework.
Oh, he's helping him with his maths.
I told her we're going out.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh,
You're amazing.
Charlie's so proud of. He's so proud of him. That is. I mean, I'm very proud.
Wait, are you sure you wanted to?
Yeah.
You didn't just force yourself because I'm out or anything.
No, I wanted to tell them.
He's so considerate. These two are so considerate. They're so beautiful together. So beautiful.
It'll be boring.
No, I want to support you.
Thank you.
Tara and Darcy want us to go and get milkshakes with them before it starts.
I love that.
Like a double date.
I've never been on a date.
Me neither.
Really?
You want to go on one?
Oh, their first date ever?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Why couldn't real life be like this? For so many, there might be some very lucky gay folks where this is reality for them. But unfortunately, so few of them even today, have anything remotely this lucky as their first real experience. Thank you. As your first real experience, you know, having a first love with somebody who loves you back. Tao and Elle should come to our double date. Wait, are they dating? Not yet, they're not. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, all four of them are friends. She's like, it's just kind of obvious. Elle definitely likes Tao. Oh. They're totally gonna fix them up. They don't know me and Nick are together. That's okay, we won't say anything. Triple date. Even though Tao and Elle don't even know it's a date. We're such meddling gays and I love it. This is so adorable. He's doing the mating dance. It's like National Geographic. Let's see how the Tao boy. Oh.
So you're just here for the milkshakes then?
I said what I said.
Tao, you call yourself a friend. Nick wants to go to support his friend, and you don't want to? Come on, Tao. I'm glad that they are all having shakes together. The six of them, come on, they're such great friends.
So how did you two become friends?
I want to know that.
I was friends with Charlie first, and then Tal came along as a package deal.
Oh!
You're lucky to have me.
She,
You make
yeah.
a cute little pair.
Wow.
See? I make good
What is that?
choices.
S'mores?
Okay, well, we can share.
We are on a date. Is that the
Oh!
official rule of dating? Actually, no, sorry, that was stupid.
We should.
We should.
I'd like that.
Can we just have an episode every day of the year? Can I please just have a show? Just give me this an episode every single day.
Seems obvious, but you should be really good friends with the person you're dating.
Darcy is so smooth. She is such a sly, and I love it. Elle's like, I know what you two
What
are
are you
doing.
doing?
She knows what you're doing.
My friendship with him is more important, and if he knew, then things would change, and I've had to deal with enough changes
That's
in my life
fair.
lately.
I mean, Elle is fair.
Sharing stuff like that changes everything. Not always for the better.
Oh, Darcy feels hurt.
Okay. Thanks.
Tao's being really civil with Nick. I think he's starting to like him more. Or hate him less. I think he's hating him less.
So this whole thing was just a setup.
No, not this whole thing. They wanted to have
We
it
thought
separate.
it would be fun to go on a triple date.
You two are together.
Yeah.
Charlie! I'm so
happy for you.
I love that Elle is so
I mean,
happy.
I'm happy for you too, but you didn't have to witness all the months of intense pining.
Oh. Now where's Isaac? Where's Isaac?
I'm gonna tell him. I just need to find the right time.
But he's the only one who doesn't know.
Yeah, because he doesn't really like Nick. So he's... I do feel bad for Tao. But I mean, he's having such a rough time with Nick. Maybe it's a good time now. Especially because I think Nick will feel better knowing that Nick is obviously not playing around. He really is trying to be together with Charlie.
I really love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Elle is trying. Elle is trying so hard, and Tao is just not. Oh.
Don't look at her, you'll catch the lesbian disease.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Girls, ladies, what the heck is your problem?
I'm glad you came.
I'm glad you came.
I like being with you.
Accept it. Darcy, fix it. Fix it, Darcy. Somebody fix it.
The door!
Oh no! Oh gosh, they're locked in again! They're locked in again, just like when they had their first kiss. How poetic. Okay, now you two have to talk to each other now. Sort this out. Come on, ladies. Girls. Come on, girls.
My signal.
Oh boy.
Everything's changed since we came out.
Yeah.
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 I didn't think so many people would suddenly think I'm a completely different person.
I know.
I've got people on my Instagram like,
Oh, my precious...
God, you're a lesbian.
My precious...
People giving me funny looks.
My precious girls.
I don't know how to behave anymore.
Oh.
I just want to live my life. Just want to live my life. We can do that.
Yeah, I know. I am so happy that these two got to a chance to shine this episode. Well done, ladies. Well done, girls. Okay, who's rescuing them? Is it going to be Charlie? Is it going to be Nick? Is it going to be Tao? Or Elle? Homophobia. Oh, that's so nice of them. Oh, look, they're holding hands. You know I can't write. It's not my fault. I love the 6 of them. All 6, including Tao. I love all 6 of them. All 6 of them need to be protected. I love that so much. Nick is sitting next to Tao. And Tao's assuming position. I miss being in band. I need to pull my clarinet out again. It's been too long since I played. He's so proud. He's so happy to be there. Well, so obviously the 2 MVPs for this episode were the girls, that being Tara and Darcy. I am really happy that they got this episode to really focus more on their relationship and what they're going through. It's because, I mean, obviously Charlie and Nick are the ones that are the main, the main attraction of the show. But the supporting characters and the things that are going on in their lives are so great too. And I want Isaac in there. I want all 7 of them. Isaac needs now that Darcy and Tara got their own episode. Tao and Elle need their own focused episode, which I wouldn't be surprised if we got that at some point. If not this season, but next season. Hopefully there's another season. I need multiple seasons of the show. But I really, really, really want an Isaac one. Because again, Isaac's been there the whole time. And as I said, even though he doesn't get that much time to shine, when he does get given something, when he is given something, he definitely shines for like those however many seconds of fame in the spotlight. So that would be like my next wish list item, is just having a Isaac focus episode, because we don't know enough about him. All we know is that he's just that really sweet guy who totally ships everybody with everybody, and I want to know more about him. Because I think Isaac deserves it. But yeah, it just is really cool just to be able to, follow along in Tara's shoes, especially with how she's struggling with coming out. And yeah, I mean, things do change. Things do change. I'm glad, though, that she admits that she didn't regret coming out. It was just she wasn't prepared, which is totally honest. I absolutely love how close the lesbian couple and the gay couple, are becoming, and also trying to get themselves fixed up with the other two. So the 6 of them plus Isaac, like all 7 of them, I just want to protect all of them. Protect all 7 of them. Yeah. Great episode. I actually enjoyed this episode more than episodes 4 and 5. So hopefully, we're about to do the penultimate episode, so hopefully things go from here, because it was like really, really high, and then it dipped slightly. Like 4 and 5 were not bad episodes at all, not by any stretch of the imagination. It's just by comparison to like the first 3, it dipped a little bit. Then it's starting to bump up a little bit in episode 6, and I would love to see this again for 7 and 8. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my reaction. We have only 2 episodes left of this season, 1 season of many, and I guess I will talk to you all later. So until then, everybody, love yourselves and love each other.